So I do run spare scopes. Sometimes I run spare helmets in my backpack for if I forget a helmet or if a friend forgets a helmet. I have a spare helmet in my backpack. But other than that, that's the setup. This is the Astro Mercenary gear. This is it. This is the medium armor Astro Mercenary gear. What up everyone, Astro Manny here, back at it again with another video. Welcome back to the live build. This is 3.23, welcome back, and we are here about to pull into Orison and come to a nice beautiful landing in our nice big size hangar for our C1. So we have no issues there. We're going to do a lot of walking and talking today, so you guys make sure that you smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. And hit that notification bell so you know when I go live and all those other really cool things. Thank you guys for all that love and support. So today what we're going to do, today's video is going to be about putting together the proper kit, putting together a proper FPS kit, putting together a proper, yeah, basically that. Putting together a proper FPS kit basically is what we're going to do today. We're going to try to land not too far away from the area to where we're going to go and walk through, so we'll land relatively close. But anyways, that's what today's going to be about. We're going to be showing you guys, I've done this before, but we're going to be doing a proper kit setup, and on bonus for that, we're going to be showing the Astro Mercenary's medium armor uniform. So I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get the Astro Mercenary's medium armor uniform. And there is a heavy version and there is a light version. The heavy version has already been determined. The light version is up for debate. So if you guys have a light version of the Astro Mercenary armor that you guys want to submit in the Discord, send me pictures or just the armor that you want to wear or whatever. Make sure it has a blue and white kind of theme to it. Blue, white, yellowish maybe, blue, but mainly blue and white. Gold maybe, but mainly blue and white, like I said. If you guys want to submit your Astro Mercenary light armor designs for a uniform, that is available. Today, like I said, we're going to show you a proper kit for FPS and for basically everything. Proper everything kit, mainly. And then we'll also show you, like I said, the Astro Mercenary uniform. We're completely naked right now, just to show that off, because we're going to buy everything. So we just arrived at Orison, right, from the spaceport, and we're going towards the shuttle bay. So this will give you guys the directions directly to the Astro Mercenary uniform, and it's at the Providence Center, at the Outfit Center. It's not at Cousin Crow's or anything like that. It's at this little tiny mart that I like to call the Astro Mart, because that's what it is. It's the Astro Mart. That's where you get the Astro Mercenary armor, and I'll show you guys where it's at. So again, we're going to go down to the shuttle station. On the way to this location, like I said, we're going to take the Providence shuttle, the shuttle to the Providence Center. But while we're doing this, another little announcement here that I'm going to be saying in a couple of my videos here and there. Astro Mercenaries are recruiting. We are looking for pilots. This is going to be where we're going to be going here. We are looking for pilots, and particularly I am looking for ace pilots. I am looking to expand my PvP branch on the org. We have a really decent size, really big size org. Now, I wouldn't say big because it's not like thousands of members, because I don't ever want thousands of members in my org, because I want to make it still a knit, tight community where we all kind of know each other and we can count on each other. So that's the plan, is, you know, to stay a relatively decent, like, big size. But we are starting to grow, and what I really am looking forward to is expanding the PvP branch, and I need some really good pilots for that. So we are recruiting ace pilots, also recruiting pilots that are wanting to become ace pilots. So if you're not an ace pilot and you just want to become a great pilot, I'm a pretty awesome pilot, and I am willing to try to help people become what they want to be and to make a amazing PvP branch where we have a great outfit of combat pilots, whether it's light fighters to multi-crew to gunships to whatever. We're looking for the future, and we want to have that PvP branch. So if you're interested in any of that, do join the Discord or join the org or hit me up or whatever, because guys, sometimes you just need some PvP life. And we're going to go through some training here and there in the Astro Mercenaries to get other players up to par and stuff, but sometimes, you know, you might need to look for those people that are very dedicated to that, and I really want a dedicated branch of PvPers. So yeah, that's my little announcement on that. I know it wasn't that little, but yeah, calling all pilots. Astro Mercenaries need some pilots. Come fight me. Show me how skilled you are. Come fight me. Let's have some PvPing together, me and you. We can always have fun and do that. So here we are at the Providence Center, right? Okay, so this is me showing you guys where this little shop is, and where I'm going to start by showing off my preferred kit of how you should run FPS gear, or how you should be set up basically all together in Star Citizen, the things that you always need on you, and potentially just what you should be wearing every single day. This is I'm going to show off everything can be bought in game, and everything can be bought in the stores, so there should be no worry about losing the armor. Buy 10, 20 of everything I'm going to buy, and you'll never have to worry about losing armor because you just have infinite amount of it. Okay, guys? So don't be afraid to lose his armor. You can buy it all in the store. So this is where you got off at the Providence platform. You also may have gotten off right here if you came from the Habs. Either way, this is the Providence platform. And this little secret hidden shop, it's not really secret and hidden, but a lot of people walk by it. It's just right here to the right, guys, of the shuttle station. Looking away from the shuttles, it's to the right. It's right here, Providence Supplies, quality gear and workwear. That's where it is. This is the Astro Mart. Get all your blue needs right here. Your blue jackets, your blue shirts, your blue everything. Your blue work gear, your blue everything, ladies and gentlemen, okay? Blue everything. Yes. So, your terminals are right here. And like I said, we're going to show you guys the Astro Mercenary official uniform. This is going to be the medium armor. We're going to start with an undersuit. The undersuit does not matter on what undersuit you want to wear, guys, no matter where you are and what armor you're wearing. I mean, sometimes you can see the undersuit through the armor, not particularly the armor sets we're going to wear today, but the light armor that we're taking ideas from, or taking, what's the word, you know what I mean. If you guys want to turn in your ideas for light armor, you might want to think about the undersuit that you're wearing as well, because the undersuit will probably be seen in the light armor set. So again, it doesn't matter what undersuit you buy. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy just whatever for this particular thing. Undersuit doesn't matter, but I'm going to show you guys a neat little trick real quick. Choose your destination up here. Instead of buying this and sending it to the Orison inventory, I'm actually going to change it and send it to my C1 Spirit. I'm going to buy it right now, and it's going to go directly to my C1 Spirit. So I'm just going to buy this gray and black one because I'm not really a big fan of the beacon suits. So I'm going to go ahead and buy this Odyssey suit. You could buy the sky blue and black. So, well, let's go ahead and do that because it's blue, right? So let's buy this blue one. I'm just going to buy one of them. I could have hit quick buy, but this is going to send it directly to my C1 Spirit. Okay, so that's our undersuit that we're going to buy. And then we're going to go into our armor, right? So the armor for the Astro Mercenaries gear is this right here. The Let me know down in the comments, guys, the correct pronunciation of this armor. Arrow? I don't know which way it is, but it's the blue homie gear. This is the Astro Mercenary gear. So the Astro Mercenary gear is part this and part Orc Mark 10 gear. So we don't need the chest piece and we don't need the head. We only need the arms. So we're going to quick buy one of the arms. Make sure we're going to the C1 Spirit. We're going to quick buy one of the arms, and we're going to quick buy one of the legs. And we're going to we need the backpack too, and we're going to quick buy the backpack. Now again, like what I said, this is all gear that can be bought in the stores, right? So you shouldn't be worried about losing this gear. You can wear this gear all the time, 24/7, die, lose it, not care about it, because you'll just go and get it back because you could buy it from the store. So what you can do is you can buy 20 of these arms, or type in a number and you can buy 100. You can buy 100 of these, 308 of them. You can buy as many as you want, right? So you don't be worried about losing them. I'm just gonna buy the one to show this off. I already have like 30 of these sitting at Seraphim Station, so you don't ever have to worry about losing the gear that you're wearing. So there we go. That's all you need to buy here. Actually, I'm gonna check if we can buy multi-tools here. I'm pretty sure you can. Personal weapons, you can buy multi-tools here with tractor beams. So we could also buy a multi-tool. Make sure it goes to the C1. In your kit, you properly always need a multi-tool with a tractor beam. Always, always, always. You should always, always, always have a multi-tool and a tractor beam with you. Whether you're wearing an FPS kit or just an undersuit or whatever the hell you're wearing, you should always have a multi-tool with a tractor beam on it. Always. So from here, we're going to get back on the tram, and we're going to go to the spaceport, and we're going to do this all uncut. So while we're doing this, I can talk to you guys about more things. So Astro Mercenaries, recruiting, looking for ace pilots. We talked about that. Thank you guys so much for that. Things that are coming. This is the end of 3.22. Soon we will be live in 3.23. Still a few weeks away, but that's still close, right? In the grand scheme of things, a few weeks is really nothing. So I'm showing this off in 3.23, where we have a local inventory, and as you can see, I have plenty of my armor that I showed off here in local inventory. The local inventory will not be a thing in 3.23, so it'll be a little bit different, and we'll probably remake the video as well in 3.23. But nonetheless, you guys could kind of do the conversion of the difference of now into 3.23. It's not like rocket science, but like I said, we will redo the video just for video's sake. But yeah, this is what we're doing in the live build of 3.22. We have a cool couple of events this weekend coming up. This Friday, we're doing a marathon on the Overdrive event. So if you have not done any of the Overdrive event at all, or would just like to redo it all for fun with no stress, this Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to be doing a live stream marathon where I will be doing phase 1 of Overdrive all the way to phase 5. We're going to do the very beginning, start to finish of the Overdrive event. I'm going to be playing on one of my alt accounts, and we're going to be doing a marathon of the Overdrive missions. So if you want to do the Overdrive missions to get yours done, or just to join in and have a lot of fun, come stop by Friday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we're going to start, and it's probably going to go all day long because it's going to take like 6 or 7 hours or something like that. So hope to see you guys there. Other than that, we're going to have a nice little org battle on Saturday night as well. So that is why I'm showing off proper gear. Right? That's why I'm showing off proper gear, kits, and whatnot. So we're going to show this all off at the end, the proper gear kit and whatnot. But we're also showing how to get the Astro Mercenary uniform, and that's why we are doing what we're doing. If you're following through now and still listening, leave a comment down below and go and say something like Cosmo rocks. Okay, let me know down below in the comments that you're listening to me ramble as I go from station to station. The second part of the Astro Mercenaries uniform is at Seraphim Station. There's also different locations. Who littered in my ship? Unbelievable. Unbelievable that somebody littered in my ship. Unbelievable. Oh, yeah. So the second part is at Seraphim Station, right? But you can also buy those at different places. I'm not sure if you can buy these aural blue versions anywhere else other than Crusader off the top of my head. But now that we have them and we're here in the Crusader, or we're in our C1, we can go ahead and start putting part of our gear together. We can, you know, obviously we don't have a chest piece and we don't have a head piece. We're obviously going to go buy those. But we do have the ability to put on our our multi-tool with our tractor beam attachment, and boom. So now we have a nice little part of our setup, and we're cool to go to Seraphim Station to buy the rest of it. Multi-tool is probably the most important thing in this game. You should always have a multi-tool with you guys. Always, always, always.
You are clear to launch.
So, as we begin to fly out of Orison to our beautiful land of Seraphim, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure we clear our route so that our mobi-glass or our quantum travel works correctly. We are in a C1, so we have to wait till the doors fully open because the C1 hardly fits in these little tiny hangars. But that's okay. Not too worried about that, my dudes. Nonetheless, it's still a beautiful takeoff. Pull up the landing gear. Blast away. It's beautiful. What a wonderful, beautiful ship. With the Olympia gold and black paint that I cannot use in the EPTU for some reason. I don't know why, but oh well. Nonetheless, it's gorgeous. And to Seraphim we go. We're at 86,000, 87,000, 88,000, 89,000, and we'll start spooling up, start facing our location we want to go. We are now high enough up to quantum to Seraphim, and there we go.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel
I'm going
complete.
to fly in, give you guys a nice beautiful landing. When EPTU gets fixed with velocity vectors and things like that, and the server is running decently well, we're going to do a landing video for you guys to show how to land in EPTU, because it's going to be different in EPTU, and since the whole flight model is going to be changing a little bit, there's no reason to show you guys how to do these fancy landings in live 3.22 anymore. So we'll just start a new era in the new model and show that off when it comes to it, okay? It's a little bit more difficult to do fancy landings in the C1 though, because the C1 is the C1, right? Fitting it through the hole. So I don't really do super fancy landings in the C1. It's more or less make sure it fits and then get it to where we want to be. And then hopefully it scrapes the wall very little and takes away our style points. Alright guys, so we're going to do the same thing here. We're going to buy things and send it to the C1 so it doesn't get mixed up in the local inventory. Because let me pull up the local inventory real quick for you guys. As you can see, well, you can't really see right here, but there's so much armor and stuff in the local inventory, so we're not going to go through all that. So what we're going to do, like I said, is go and buy the gear that we need to properly suit up and be ready for battle, and also show off the Astro Mercenary armor. So from here, I mean, first off we have to get into the hangar bay area. We have to get to the station itself, and then we're going to go down into the Galleria, right? I'm going to go down to the Galleria, Hammerhead, coming to an Astro Theater near you. Don't forget. Alright. So, Galleria. And then we're going to go to the armor shop, not the weapon shop. The armor shop is to the left over here. The blue area near all the blueness. Okay. So then in this shop, we're going to go ahead and go to armor, and we're going to go to torso, or I think the best way to do this, to be honest, is you can go to armor and you hit an MKX. That's the best way, I think, to do this. Or you type in Twilight. That might be even better. But nonetheless, here's the Orc Mark 10 Core Twilight. We need one of them. Oh, make sure that you send this to the C1, because that's where we're doing right now. Send this to the C1. And we're going to buy the chest piece. You also need yourself a headpiece, the helmet, the Orc Mark 10 helmet, and that is the Astro Mercenary armor. Ta-da! We're going to go put that on here soon. While we're here, we're going to see what else we can buy. Things that we can buy here. There are nice undersuits you can buy. I don't know why the terminal is a little bit messed up, or maybe there's no undersuits to buy in this location. No, there are. So there's nice undersuits you can buy here if you want a different kind of undersuit. I actually like these kind of undersuits, the TCSs, I guess is what they are. I like the TCSs. Those are really nice undersuits. I don't mind the Venture ones. I kind of dislike the Odyssey ones, but they're okay. Stone skins are really nice too. So Force Flex is pretty decent, I would say sometimes. But there's a bunch of undersuits. There's a couple personal weapons, but we're going to go to the weapons store now. Okay, guys. We're going to continue to outfit ourselves with completely store-bought things. So you can buy 20 of these things, including the guns. Right? So here we are at the weapon store. Lots of different weapon options. But these are all weapons that can be bought in the store. So that means no FS9. That means no P6. And we do love our FS9 and P6s. Okay? Again, we're going to go send this to the C1. And we're going to set this to personal weapons. And we're going to set this to personal weapons so it only shows the guns. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get an S38. That's my favorite pistol. Whatever pistol is your favorite pistol, and it's purchasable at the store. There's an arc light here. And this is Seraphim Station, so you can go to different locations and get different weapons and stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get an S38. Okay. And then options for guns that can be store-bought. Now, there's not a whole lot of options for store-bought guns, because some of the best guns like the sniper rifles and the LMGs can only be found in the wild, can only be found in bunkers and loot boxes and off of enemies, right? So you can't buy some of those in the store. So if you're going store-bought things, you still want to go to try to have a short-range weapon and a long-range weapon. So your options are kind of limited, especially here at Seraphim. There's not a whole lot of options. So my choice at Seraphim, if you're going to pick two guns from Seraphim, is you might as well just go with the ever so trusty P4 and the P8. The P8 will be your long or your short range weapon, your SMG. And you could go with the Custodian. Custodian's better, but the Custodian's actually getting nerfed in 3.23. So we're gonna click on the P8, right? So we're gonna buy a P8, and then we're gonna buy a P4 as our long range weapon, because the P4 can be churned into semi-automatic. And the P4 is actually a very decent long-range weapon, even with its kick and whatnot. But we're not done yet. You still have to kit up the weapon entirely, right? We bought the weapon. Now we have to go to attachments. Okay. Now, if you're running versus AI, then I suggest silencers on your guns. But when you're fighting players and you're doing PvP, the silencers aren't very helpful, because you can still kind of hear the guns, and the silencers actually reduce your damage. So I say people should get the compensators. Where the heck is it? Is it way down here? Does the weapon store might not have it. The armor store has it then. Anyways, while we're here at the weapon store, let's look at what we have for options. The weapon store doesn't have very many options for attachments. Interesting. So we're going to head back to the weapon store in just a second. Just a second. We're going to see, okay, so it's got laser pointers and it's got ×1 gamma. Not a big fan of that. So I'm actually going to head back to the armor store and show you guys the attachments at the armor store. It's really weird that the armor store... Oh, wait. Before we leave the weapon store, there's one more huge thing that you need for your kit. One more huge thing you need for your kit. Make sure you send this to the C1. This is something you should always buy. Okay? Miscellaneous. Drinks. Buy drinks. Really, you only need 2 drinks because you can duplicate drinks. You know, something like that. But buy as many drinks as you want that you're going to have in your backpack, right? You should always have like 5 or something drinks in your backpack if you're not duplicating, right? And then med pens, you could always have spare med pens, right? So why not buy another 10 med pens? Okay, beautiful. Those are essential for having in your kit. Wait till we put this all together. I'm going to show you. Wait till we put this all together. Okay, so we're going to go back to the armor store because the armor store apparently has better attachments for the guns. Why? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Okay, so attachments, right? So here's the compensator, right? The size 2 compensator. We're going to buy one of those for our P4 because the P4 is the size 2 gun and the P8 is the size 1 gun, right? Might as well buy a silencer for the SMG. We can also buy a silencer for our pistol. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Okay, here is the S. Oh, I sent those to Seraphim Station. Gosh, guys, you're supposed to get on me on this, okay? So we're going to buy another compensator, and we're going to buy 2 tactical suppressors. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to buy a bunch of ammo for the S38. We're going to buy more than we need, right? More than we need. Like, you could, if you're storing this for your station, buy hundreds of this, right? But we're setting this to the C1, and we're setting up a kit, so we're going to show that off. Same with the P4. I think I'm going to buy like 30, even just for the kit, okay? Okay, you'll see. You'll see when we put it all together. And then, what was the other gun we have? The P8. The P8, right? So again, we're going to buy like 30 of these, okay? So we bought those. We bought the silencer. We bought the compensators. You could buy laser pointers if you want. I think it's a good habit to get into buying laser pointers since they're going to have stats in 3.23. The laser pointers are actually going to add a little bit to your guns. So you could buy laser pointers if you want. But here's the scopes, right? So these aren't the best scopes in the world, but they're scopes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy 1 × 2 scope for my P4. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy 2 × 1 scopes, 1 for the P8 and 1 for the pistol. Alright, so there's that. We're still not done, guys, on buying everything for your kit. We're still not done. You have one more stop. Since we already bought the multi-tool, I would have 2 more stops, and one of them would be the cargo center to go buy multi-tools. But since we already bought the multi-tool, we don't need to do that. If you do need to buy multi-tools, go to the cargo center. The cargo center will have multi-tools and tractor beams. Multi-tools, tractor beams. So important. Absolutely the most important thing of it all. Okay? So, last stop is the medical clinic. You need medical supplies. We already bought med pens, so we don't need med pens. But what we need now is a med gun. And locations to choose from, not very many locations to choose from. This is why you need a backpack for this part, but I think we'll be okay by sending it to our legs. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to buy a medical device. Boom. Okay. And we're going to buy, again, you want to buy a crap ton of all these if you're storing up your station. But I suggest to have on you at least 3 extra gel pens. Probably more, to be honest. But I kind of stay around the 3 range because I really don't use them that much. Only when there's like super dangerous situations. And now we're done buying things. And as you can see, they're in my pants now. I fit these in my pants because the hospital has its own inventory. So you have to fit them in a backpack or your chest piece or whatever the case is. You need to store them somewhere other than the local inventory. Let's find out where our C1 is. Our C1 is at Hangar 1. I apologize for the little bit of sniffles here and there, guys. I don't know why I can't just have normal sinuses when I'm recording a video. But nonetheless, yeah, the kit. we're putting it together now, guys. We're putting it together. This is the proper kit setup for you guys, and this is also the Astro Mercenary kit. This will have everything that you should always have on you all the time, everywhere. Okay? So, we're going to go in here. We're going to close this up so no one messes with us while we're doing this. We're going to be in our inventories. In our personal inventory, we can go ahead and we can attach the medic gun to our leg, right? And so now we're looking in the vehicle inventory, right? This is everything you need to make your kit. All of this is important. Even the 30 amounts of magazines. It's important. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put it on our chest piece, and we're going to go ahead and put on our helmet. There you go. That is the Astro. I don't like how she's looking to the side. I guess she doesn't. She's not going to let us look in a different direction. But that is the Astro Mercenaries setup. That is the armor, the medium armor setup. Why is it blurry now? The medium armor setup for the Astro Mercenaries. That is our armor. If you want to rock the uniform, there it is. It is the arrow legs and arms with the Orc Mark 10 core and helmet, and then the backpack makes you look like a ninja turtle. All right, so now, like I said, to finish everything up, you go ahead and you put your gun on, you put your 3 guns on. Now you have all 3 guns on your body. You have your multi-tool, you have your med gun, always essential for the kit, and then putting on scopes and stuff. Gosh, the sinuses, I apologize, guys. We put on the ×2 scope on our P4, and then we put on our ×1 scopes on our other guns. And then the silencers, again, go on the smaller guns. These are size 1s that go on there. And then we put the compensator on the P4, right? Okay, so again, you can put lasers attachments on the bottom of your guns as well. All 3 of them can use laser attachments. In 3.23, it will mean something a little bit. Now, what are you going to do for your whole setup here, right? So in medium armor, you can only attach 6 magazines to your chest. So do be aware that you can only attach 6 magazines to the chest. In this case, since I'm wearing medium armor, I'm not going to put a med gel. I'm not going to put a med gel in here. I can put vehicle over here. There we go. That's much better. I'm not going to put a med gel on my chest. If I'm wearing heavy armor, I usually put a med gel on my chest. But since we're wearing medium armor, I'm not going to do that, right? So I'm going to go ahead, and I'm also not going to add any pistol ammo to my chest either. I'm going to just go ahead and go 3 and 3. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 mags on my chest piece for my P4, and 1, 2, 3 mags of my P8 on my chest piece. So as you can see, I have 3 and 3 of my mags on my chest piece, and then the rest of it is just going to go into my backpack so that we have spare ammo. And I usually take about 20-ish, 25, maybe 30 is a little much, but I usually bring about 20 backup magazines for both of my guns and sometimes my pistol. And then, of course, you bring your drinks over, and then, of course, you bring your pens over, and don't forget to add 3 of the pens to your side so that you have them there. But this is what you should have for every single kit. You should have multi-tool, med gun, the 2 guns, your backup ammo, your drinks, your backup gel, your backup med pens, all of it. You can have backup scopes. Like I sometimes will have ×4 scope in my backpack. Sometimes I'll have a ×8 or even a ×16 scope in my backpack because I'm usually running a P6. So I might have the bigger, longer scopes in my backpack just in case I need to use those scopes for sniping things. So I do run spare scopes. Sometimes I run spare helmets in my backpack for if I forget a helmet or if a friend forgets a helmet. I have a spare helmet in my backpack. But other than that, that's the setup. This is the Astro Mercenary gear. This is it. This is the medium armor Astro Mercenary gear. I will show you guys now the heavy armor of the Astro Mercenary's gear. So give me a second here. I need to find this because it's actually in a inventory crate. Probably this one. Yes. So it's not going to let me. Okay, yes it is. Okay, there we go. So just for funsies, if my sinuses will allow me to. Oh wait, we did forget. My bad. I forgot the backpack. The backpack. Okay, there we go. So then the Astro Mercenary's heavy armor gear is this. You keep the same arms and legs. You keep the same arms and legs. You put on this helmet and this backpack. And there you go. Isn't that a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Astro Mercenary's gear set? Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely tremendous. But that is the Astro Mercenary's heavy armor set. This one you cannot buy. You cannot buy this stuff in the stores. You have to earn the heavy armor sets. The backpack, the chest, and the helmet all has to be earned by earning it from the SBK boss at SBK at Security Post Korea. But currently the overdrive event is going on and this boss does not spawn. So you cannot earn this at all, I think, right now. I'm pretty sure the security guards just are not spawning at SBK at all right now. So in order to have this heavy armor set, you got to be a super boss, and I've already had it. So yeah, that is the Astro Mercenary's gear. That is the setup. Like I said, this is important to always have this setup. Always have a setup of this sense. You should always have backup magazines. You should always have drinks on you. You should always have backup med pens. You should always have backup gel for your gun. You should always have a multi-tool and a tractor beam. And all this stuff can be bought at a store, and you can buy 20 at a time. You could buy them in packs. So you should never be worried about running out of ammo. Okay? You should never be worried about running out of ammo or running out of armor. If you die, so what? It's already sitting there at Seraphim waiting for you when you respawn. You should have an endless amount of all this. You can buy this in game. So stop worrying about losing your armor. If you got fancy armor, yes, you can want to be worried a little bit more. You don't want to lose your fancy armor, but when you're wearing just your normal core Astro Mercenary gear or whatever, like I said, it doesn't have to be this. If you're not a part of the Astro Mercenaries, your normal gear, you can buy 20 of that set and it's always going to be there for you. So make sure you have a full set. The pistols are not that much of important. You can go without a pistol, but sometimes that pistol might save your life. You should always have a multi-tool, always have a medical gun, always have backup medical gel, always have backup ammo, and always have drinks on you. Just always. That's it. That is a 40-minute video on creating your FPS equipment and showing off the Astro Mercenary stuff. So thank you guys for watching this ridiculously long video. But that's that, you know. Smash that like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. This is me going super thorough into things. You guys want to see thorough things, this is where it's at. I give you everything you need, no questions asked. Thank you guys. Hit that join button below, become a member. Come on, we're in here, we're doing this together. Thank you guys so much. I'm looking for pilots. That's all I'm gonna say. This is Astro Manny signing off today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and you know, as always, Adios. Until next time. Bye bye.